Recorded a video for YouTube in a minute, but I gotta record this video for YouTube because I wanted to be a longer video because I have something important to talk about just for my own sake, for my own understanding of who I am for myself. So basically, when it comes to my purpose and what it is I came here to do on Earth and just in life in general, I known since a child that I've come to fix things up, clean things up. The way the world is not satisfactory. Why? Because I can hear this collective, like I can hear and feel like the collective subconscious. Not even just that, but the aches and pains within the world have manifested in my life, because I have to find ways to transmute those things, and me finding ways to transmute those things means I have to face very heavy trials trials that genuinely fill you with a lot of pain and a lot of rage. And one thing, when I was younger, I used to be very angry, very angry, but it got to the point to where I was like, I know I need to tame this anger. Like, I can't continue going on being this angry within my life because it doesn't do anything for me. But as I got older, I began to notice how my anger plays a role within reality, and that my anger controls a lot more than just my physical body and the behavior of the people around me. It's not just scary, but it actually causes things to happen, And when it comes to my ability, I call it dimensional because I have the ability to move through dimensions and alternate timelines. Like when you're in my vicinity, not even just within my vicinity, but I have the ability to actually weave new timelines into reality based on my own vision and what I deem is fit for those around me. Not even just those around me, but subconsciously what they desire. I can grab their dreams, I can grab their wishes, and I can create them. I can make them come to fruition. And I've always known this, but I've known this for a while now, and how skillful I am in it, which I still don't understand the full scale of it because I'm oftentimes trying to make my own dreams come true, and with that, it takes time for those things to actually come true, but I've given myself the patience to be able to do that. And I've also understood that this power is something that is very scary if wielded within anger, fear, and frustration. Because there have been times where I've been in fear and put myself in dimensions where fear was everywhere. There have been times where I've been angry and put myself in dimensions where anger was everywhere. And where I live now, the dimensional realm I live now, is what I call my heaven, or just heaven in general. It's a higher plane to where those around me were able to resolve things. If there is conflict, it's able to be resolved. If there are issues, they're able to be looked at and healed. But another thing that has come to my understanding when it comes to my abilities and just my purpose, because I plan to be a king, but not even just a king of kings like Jesus, but I want to do far more than what Jesus could have ever done. Genuinely, I want to leave a legacy that is remembered again amongst the stars. The stars will never forget me. Not even just this planet, other planets will never forget what it is I did. And for that to happen, I have to take a step back at times and look at the bigger picture. And the bigger picture usually comes down to, it's what is a reoccurring theme within my life? Patience, forgiveness, and happiness. Patience, forgiveness, happiness. Patience, forgiveness, happiness. It's a repeated cycle that I have to not battle with, but I have to remember to always step back into. Because when I face trials where things may come into my life to push my buttons because they understand how powerful I am, and within my power, controlling that based off of my emotions. based off of my thoughts and what I can allow things to manifest into my reality. Not even just reality, but the collective reality, because I'm so tapped into the subconscious of the planet and the knowing of our realm. Like, I have a higher understanding and grasp and authority within this reality. And so I can pull things here that a lot of other people cannot pull here. Like, I can create the space, the dimensional space for spaceships to pop up and be visible for other people to witness, for other people to interact with, for other people to see these mythical things and not just be like, wait, like, this isn't just a fairy tale. It's like, yes, I can create the dimensional space to where these things are genuinely reality. And with that, I've wrestled with my anger. Like, again, like I said earlier, it's like my anger with that, my sharpness, my will to combat and fight against things, because I genuinely, at times, I fear. And it's a human thing. It is a human thing that I do when it comes to being fearful about things and what it is that I can do and what it is that other people can do to me. Because there are times where people have tried to attack me, and not even just tried, people have attacked me, and it gets me feeling some type of way, because these attacks are very not nice. They're very not nice, and they're not things normal people deal with at all, like at all. And these type of attacks are very draining. Not even just draining, but psychologically tormenting. And it's to break me, because there are people with an agenda to get the planet to become something. Well, not get the planet to become something, but to honestly destroy what it is that is here. And at times, I often agree with that agenda when it comes to the collective subconscious, because I look at it and I'm like, how do we even fix this? Where do we even go to get things to become better? How would we even make things become better? How would we even heal these people? How would we even get these people to understand more? And for me, like, I understand death is oftentimes the solution. It's like, not saying that that is the only solution, but it is the easiest solution. Just because it's an easy solution doesn't mean that is the solution we should go with, though. And that's what I'm understanding today, like in this moment. Because I was watching this anime, and the anime is called Fire Force. And towards the end of the show, they're talking about how the collective subconscious is what manifests things in reality. And there's certain players who have thoughts and, like, who are world builders. It's like there are certain people who actually build the world for people. Like, their thoughts are powerful enough to create the world, you know? Not everybody has that ability. And our protagonist in this show, he is deemed as a hero, but his whole life he's been called a devil because of his background and his upbringing and the things he's gone through. And he's been trying to fight that, and within him fighting that is him fighting his rage and his devilish ways, you know? Which, genuinely, he really isn't a character who was devilish throughout the entire show. He was actually a very kind-hearted character. But within that, he suppressed so much rage, and the end of the show, like towards the end, because we're getting towards the end of the show, like the finale, and he's dealing with being angered for seeing his friends lose their lives. And that anger and that rage is what eventually causes the end of the world. And this is something I've dealt with. Like, this is something, well, not that directly, but when I would tell people that I have something inside me that is very dangerous, that I oftentimes am scared to even show anyone that I have it, or speak to anyone that I'm carrying such a thing, because it's like I'm carrying a nuke. But this isn't a nuke. This is a world-splitting thing. Like, this is something that can make that can make tomorrow not exist. And it's something that I'm afraid of. Like, it's something that scares me. And when it comes to me dealing with the things, like the beings that attack me and the types of beings that attack me, like these are very powerful beings that I deal with, very, very intense entities and situations that I deal with, and not even just deal with, but I put myself into, and it's just so I can have a higher level of patience and forgiveness. Like I said, it always goes back to patience, forgiveness, and happiness. That is the goal, because I'm trying to find ways to bring salvation to a world that desires death, a planet that desires to die, a world of people who desire death because they don't understand why it is that they aren't able to fully thrive within their lives. And so subconsciously, they ask to die. And it's easy to ask that because death seems something, because your soul knows where death is. Your soul knows where you go. So you get to return back to source. But that's the easy way out. Again, that's just saying that's the easy way. It's like it's easy to just die. It's easy to just quit. But that's not the mission, you know? It's like that's not what I'm here to do. I'm not here to allow people to just quit. And I picked up the name Azrael because it's the name of an angel, the angel of death, and also known as God's helper. And with that name, it's like I understand that, like, I have to guide people through death. That's my confirmation right there. And it's something I've done my whole life. It's like I've shepherded people through death, but in different ways. Like, instead of physical deaths, I've been shepherding people through mental deaths so they can transform and they don't have to go through a physical death and they don't have to return back to source in that way. And it's something where I've grown, like, comfortable within that type of death. But physical death isn't something I've grown very comfortable with. Like, I know if anything were to happen to my family, I would probably have a moment where I would break. And within those moments of me breaking, I have to understand where I need to be soft, and I have to practice being soft, and I have to practice that patience and forgiveness, because if I don't have that patience and forgiveness, I can be the thing that causes the world to catch on fire. Like, when it comes to Revelations, it's like the whole book of Revelations is the prediction that the world will end and be destroyed by hate and rage and all these painful things, and then the world will finally come to a better thing. And our media feeds us this, and I believe it's intentional because we have the ability, there are genuinely people who have the ability to manifest these things into reality and make them a very real thing. And so I believe it's it's a big investment to get the collective subconscious to think of that. Because if the collective subconscious is only thinking about death and how the world will end, then that becomes the thing that the people who are able to, it's like the people who are here to repair and heal the world, they begin to absorb that energy. It's like they begin to absorb the energy of the collective subconscious of death and rage and hate, you know? And it's like that's something I've dealt with. And it's like there'll be moments of where I'm just chilling and I'm enjoying life, and then the next day it's like I'm overwhelmed with the amount of emotions I'm feeling from the planet, because the planet needs to alchemize those things. And there's certain things where it's like, hey, this is these are the species you're in charge of, and I need you to alchemize their pain. Not only just alchemize their pain, but I need you to alchemize some of my pain. Majority of people don't understand that I'm not human the way everybody else is human. It's like, this is my vessel, and yes, it may look like a human vessel, but it's not. It's not the same type of vessel everyone has. And that goes along with just the things I can do. It's like when I'm tapped into people's psyche and people feel like I just know them, or I can just see them, or they're able to just open up around me, it's because they know who I am. They know where I'm connected to. It's like subconsciously they know where I'm connected to. They know who they're talking to. And it feels like they're talking to source because I'm a direct link to source. And within that, I also know that fate isn't destined. There's an endless amount of possibilities. Anything can happen. And so the world could end tomorrow, or the world could go into heaven. You feel me? And that's my goal. The goal is to get the world to go into heaven. And with that goal, I have to understand that my level of forgiveness has to be stronger than my level of rage, than my level of hatred. You feel me? Like, no matter what type of pain is inflicted upon the world or inflicted upon me, I always have to remember that I'm not here to kill. Because if I kill, I lose my humanity. And within that, it's like, well, how do I defend myself? How do I get people to change? When there are situations where there are genuinely bad people and they only want to do bad things, how do we get them to do better? How do we get the world to do better? How do we get people to change without death? You feel me? Without just saying, you know what, we gotta reset all of this. Because that's really something I have to deal with, where it's like, well, what do I do when these people are asking to die? Like, when these people are asking to be killed, what do I do? Like, what do I do to bring them clarity, to bring them hope, like to bring them a sense of, I want to live? And I've met a lot of people, and I've been in situations where I met people who genuinely were on that wave of like depression, where they were like, there's no point of being here, there's no point of being alive. But I understood how important it was for me to shine my light. Like, I would go outside and dance just to make people smile, not knowing the full impact of what I'm doing on their day, but I do know it's enough to genuinely change the trajectory of their, not even just day, but entire life. You feel me? Because it makes them be like, you know what, maybe things aren't so serious. Maybe I can drop my shoulders. Maybe I can have a little fun and just smile, because how is this guy outside being so happy? You know, in a city where I don't know anyone who's genuinely happy, especially like this. Like, I've never seen anyone enjoy themselves in this city as much as he's enjoying himself. And it's like being Luffy. It's like like being Luffy. It's like bringing hope. Not even just bringing hope, but pushing that hope so hard that people are forced to want better for themselves. But again, like I said earlier, what do we do about the bad people? The people who actually just want destruction? Within my abilities, within my understanding on how to protect myself, because I had to learn how to protect myself and protect my psyche within these attacks, because they're, again, like I said, they're genuinely people who want me to lose that sense of groundedness and want me to be enraged, and because they know how much destruction I can cause. They genuinely know how much destruction I can cause. They know what type of leader I am, and if they can get me to stray from my path, then they understand how, like, they know how detrimental and how much chaos they can cause within me being the instrument of that chaos. And I don't want to be that chaos. I've told myself many times again, like, I don't want to be that chaos. I want to be that grounded shield. I want to be that thing that makes people feel serene, that makes people feel like there's more to life. But again, how do I even translate that to the people who want to see destruction, whose sole purpose is destruction? Well, I learned healing. It's like, not even just that, but how do I bring justice to the people who've been wronged, who still have that rage within them that can't go out because they've seen wrongdoings, and only thing they feel is acceptable for those people who've done those wrongdoings is death. I have to come in and say, no, death is not the answer. Like, death is a quick solution. Not even just a quick solution, but death is an easy way out for those people. Have you ever healed? Like, have you ever been healed? Like, have you actually ever been healed? And a lot of people, they don't understand the full depth of healing. When you go on your own healing journey, when it comes to you resolving your traumas and the things you've gone through, you begin to understand how painful it is to actually heal. And you begin to understand why so many people in life don't actually heal their wounds and don't actually address the things that bother them, because of how painful it is and how much time it actually takes to really sit there with yourself and understand where you're wrong and admit where you're wrong. And not even just that, but allowing the world to give it back, like give back what it is you did. Or not even just that, but just look, you that your own self guilt will eat you. Like will eat you alive more than anything, you know? And so that's what I've learned how to fight against that. It's like, well, when people decide they want justice for the wrong things done in their reality, how do I bring them that justice? It's like I heal those people who have done those wrong things. And that healing will cause those people to go through healing. Like they will be healed, but they will also have to face themselves. They will also have to face trials. It's like the goal is not to not make more enemies. The goal is to turn our enemies into allies. Even if it is turning the person who killed your brother, like and killed your fucking cat, like killed the people who've really wronged you, like who've kicked you out to the curb and done X, Y, and Z. It's like done those things and looking at those people and saying, I forgive you, but I'm not going to just allow you to walk away. Like, I'm not going to just allow you to walk away and live your life the way you think things are about to go down. Like, no, you're not about to spend time in a jail cell because that's not ripening. That's not healing. That's just suffering. And that's what we're trying to get rid of. Like, there's universes and realities where leaves don't fall. There's universes and realities where leaves don't fall. Meaning, there are places where only growth exists. Things only grow. Nothing dies. And when it comes to what's the answer to death, it's like, well, what do we do when death is the answer? Well, death is the only answer. It's like, no. Resurrection. It's like resurrection becomes the answer. It's like with Jesus. It's like that's sort of the lesson he's teaching. It's like when death seems like the only answer, what do we do then? It's like we resurrect. But instead of dying, it's like we become new before we even die. Like before we have the opportunity to die, I bless people with the opportunity to become new. And then even then, it's like there's like in religious texts, I forgot what it is the Jewish text is, but they believe that the Messiah will come back and will be able to resurrect their like dead like family members and stuff like that. Like they literally are told to bury family members with their like limbs, like dead limbs and stuff like that, to be resurrected, like to come back to life. And I believe that is what I'm learning how to get to. How to bring eternal life to a world that desires death. It's like, well, what becomes the solution to death? Eternal life, like heaven. Well, how do you create that? It's like, I don't know. By doing the impossible. But is the possibility non-existent? No. Like, I know the possibility isn't non-existent when I know what my abilities are. I'm like, I know there's a reality where I can resurrect people, where I can heal all wounds, where I can turn my enemies into allies, where I can get enemies to turn to each other and see each other as comrades and understand that there's enough space for everybody. There's spaces for everybody for whatever it is they truly desire in this realm. Like, they don't have to hide their truths because there's going to be space for them to express those truths. And I feel like the reason why my relationship with money has always been so, like, hasn't been good is because of the way money makes people act. It's like, people lose their sense of morals over survival. And money is the instrument to make people feel like they need to be in survival, especially in a system where there's an abundance of resources. We have the technology to feed everyone. We have the technology to educate everyone. We have the technology to genuinely keep everybody safe and everybody healthy. But there's things at play that don't desire that and intentionally use this money to create a sense of lack, to create a sense of value amongst things that are infinitely valuable. It's like, if everyone is infinitely valuable, handing out cash is to limit that value. Saying you are worth this, your labor is worth this, your actions are worth this, is just limiting that value. You feel me? Again, again, when we live in a world where we literally have all the resources we ever need. We have all the resources we could ever desire, you know? And actually prosper. But we choose not to use that in that way because we're told that there's not enough. But that's a lie. Like, when you actually know how the world works, it's like, you know that you can never run out. Like, if you understood how the universe works, you can never run out. You can never run out of resources. There's always enough. There's always enough for everyone. It's like, for every single thing here is always enough. Like, there is room for exponential growth forever. Like, forever. It's like, that's how expansive the universe is. It's like, we can be a part of the universe that is exponentially growing forever, for eternity. And it's a possibility. Like, there is no limit to that. Like, when you understand what the universe is, it's like, there is no limit. There is no, this is where we stop. That doesn't exist unless our minds allow that to exist. And so the hard part is getting the world to understand that there is no limit. The hard part is getting people to choose forgiveness. Like, to let their enemies heal and become better. I believe that would be the hard part. That would be the challenge. Getting people to stop wanting to desire each other's deaths because their pain is too large. When we understand that we are not enemies and that we are both confused because we both don't understand the true scale of our reality, we'll begin to realize that we're meant to be holding each other's hands, not slapping them down and saying, I will cut you. And now that I'm coming to realize this, it's like, I've always been like, I don't like guns. Like, I don't like guns. And I've never liked them for the sheer sense of, who are you trying to kill? And even then, I still create weapons. Like, I have a staff. It's not a weapon I use to actually hurt people. But I do know what I can do with it. And I'm realizing that I do still create weapons, even energetic weapons that I know are here to protect me, but I still create weapons. And I think I should work on creating items that are non-lethal. You feel me? Like Batman. Like, I understand Batman's mentality within the non-killing rule. You feel me? But I'm not Batman when it comes to dealing with the Joker. It's like, I actually have the ability to heal the Joker, but the Joker's not gonna like the medicine I give him, because the Joker will be it's like, I can put the Joker in a dimension where he can only face his demons, and the only way for him to get out of that dimension is through actually beating his demons. And I can do that for many people, and it may feel like punishment, but the whole time it's never been punishment. Like, it's just been healing. It's like, no, I'm here to heal you, but to heal for me to heal you, you have to face yourself. And a lot of people don't want that. And again, it's like, a lot of people rather die than face themselves. Because if you face yourself, then it becomes real. Like, it becomes real. It becomes you seeing your own actions in action and seeing how it may affect you. It's like, when your own actions are done towards you, that same actions you took against others that are done towards you, you begin to realize how painful it is. You begin to realize how much it hurts. You begin to realize where you were wrong at. And that grief will eat you. That grief will eat you. And it's something stronger than killing you. It's something stronger than putting you in a hole for you to sit there. Like, healing is a more painful way of making things better. It's like, if you ever wanted to genuinely get back at somebody, it's like heal them. Heal them. If you ever had somebody do something wrong to you, heal them. And I promise you, like, the pain they will feel from the healing is far greater than the pain they will feel from whatever karma you think is going to, like, get them. Because some people face karma and they don't give a fuck. But when you face healing, it's like you have to become better. You have to become better. And so that's what I do. It's like, I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to raise a blade toward you. I'm actually going to do surgery on you. And this surgery is going to make you become better. But imagine I do surgery on you and we don't use no anesthesia. It's like the whole time I'm making you feel better. It's like the whole point of the surgery is to heal you. Like, is to allow yourself to put yourself back together easier. But I don't use any anesthesia. I allow the pain to be as painful as possible because that is my weapon of choice. It's like healing. It's like, yes, my blade isn't for cutting people open so they can die. It's to cut people open so I can stitch them back together better. But within that stitching, there's a lot of pain. And that's, again, that is my weapon of choice. It's like, how am I going to fight you? I'm going to heal you. And you won't want to fight me. Like, I'm going to heal you before you even think you can throw a punch at me. And within that healing, that pain of you even wanting to throw that punch is going to hurt so bad that you probably will never throw another punch again. Like, stuff like that. To where it genuinely makes you sit with yourself and be like, damn, who am I and what am I? Why would I do such a thing? And there's real power in that, because it's like, that's the power of a god. That's genuinely the power of a god. And that's the power I wield. And I'm coming to understand why I wield it, why I've gone through the trials I've gone through. Because at times I'm like, these are horrible things. Why would I have to deal with these things? But then I do know I can hear and see the dreams of the world. I can see the dreams of the world. I can see the dreams of what people truly desire. People don't want to work in a system that fucking makes them have to worry about money. They just want to wake up and they want to be able to express themselves. They want to be able to go for the things that they always wanted to try. They wanted to have the freedom to even try things. The ability to explore what's here on this planet, what's here to explore in the universe. But we don't have that freedom. And so a lot of people are angry and bitter. And so they do immoral things because they don't have ways to truly adventure the way they want to adventure. They want to explore more, but they aren't allowed to explore more. And so my goal is to give them the ability to explore. And to the people who want to cause harm within that exploration, it's like, I'm here to be like, no, I'm going to heal you so you can also explore. So you can also desire to explore and have the ability to explore safely. You feel me? And it's one of those things where it's like, it sounds crazy and it sounds impossible. And during my meditation earlier, like, I was sitting there thinking, like, well, I wasn't really thinking, I was kind of just like letting things happen in my brain. But I was like, I asked for clarity within my next step. And then I see a wall. I'm like, what's my next step? But there was a wall there, so I could not step. Like, I could not actually take another step. There was a wall. And so I started flying. It's like I started growing wings and I flew. But that's impossible. Like, that's damn near impossible. Like, how can you grow wings and fly? It's like, that's the point. My next step isn't a step. My next action is flying. My next action is to show people that the impossible is possible. And when I show people that the impossible is possible, that builds hope. And if I can get the world to begin to believe in hope again, and believe that the impossible is possible within pursuing their dreams, people will begin to desire their dreams even more and want to live those dreams even more than putting up with nightmares. It's like they will be willing to deal with the discomfort of dreams than the discomfort of nightmares. You understand? And that's what I'm working towards. And I guess that's the next step. Well, again, like I said, not the next step, but the next action. Do I directly know how to grow those wings? No. No, not at all. Like, they just started sprouting. Like, I was like, well, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get past this wall. And the wings started sprouting and I started flying. I'm like, shit. Like, there's probably gonna be a day where I'm actually just flying. Like, and my body just being like, you know what, I'm about to take off. And then I just start flying in front of people. And people are like, what the fuck? Like, we can do that? And like, how is that even possible? Like, this nigga's flying. Like, what the fuck? Like, this is like a superhero or something. And I'm just like, no, bro, you could do it too. And then if we got a whole planet of people flying, it's like, dude, we don't need cars, bro. Everybody can travel. Everybody can get around. Oh, you can't fly, bro? Don't worry. Like, we got means of getting you around. Like, you're gonna have access. Like, if you truly desire access, we're going to give you access. Like, we're not going to gatekeep things in this world anymore. Why? Because that's how we hold, it's like, that's how we hold space for exponential growth. That's how we hold space for infinite growth. Openness. It's like, if we're all open to one another, then we are all connected. It's like we're all connected to each other. It's like if we hold space for each other, then we're all connected to each other. Then we all get to be one with each other, and then we all get to be, you know, happy. But within that, it's like this is not a sign for me. This is not me saying that I want everybody in my circle. That is not what I'm saying. Like, that is not what I'm saying. Like, that is not me saying I'm going to have everyone in the world within my energy and everybody can kick it. No, that is not what I'm saying. I'm just saying what I have to do here, and I'm comfortable with doing that, and I'm comfortable with enforcing that. But I'm not saying that I won't be direct, and I won't tell motherfuckers to get off my dick, and that I don't want certain people around me. Like, I have that freedom. Like, I should have that right. And if your dream is to be within my presence fully, like, that probably can't be a dream that everybody can be, that I can fulfill for everyone. And within that, it's like, sorry, bro. Like, we're gonna create a dream world, but not a dream world where I'm everywhere. Like, not everybody's going to get to experience me. And that's okay. Like, I feel like the world, a lot of people should understand that and be comfortable with that. Like, please be comfortable with that. Because there's no need to be angry about it. Like, my energy is not directly for everybody. Like, I'm here to train the leaders who understand this. Like, I'm here to train them, and they're going to help lead me. Like, not just, well, shoot, yeah, they are going to help lead me, but they are going to help lead within that. It's like within making this a true reality. But again, not everybody's coming along. And I'm not gonna lie, like, some of the people I know now are not coming along. Like, not right now. Like, I'm giving you these messages for the moment, but this isn't for forever, bro. Like, no cap, no kizzy cap. Like, I got things to do, and a lot of you motherfuckers are not ready. Like, no offense, like, a lot of y'all aren't ready. I can't tag y'all along. Like, I would be, not that I need to speed up the process, but it would just be extra weight on me, and I don't want that weight. So again, I'm saying all of that to say, live your best life, bro. Like, live your best life. If I can't be part of that best life, and you're upset about it, I probably wasn't going to be the best life you had. Like, you feel me? Like, me being in your life, I probably wasn't going to be that best life you could have ever had. You feel me? So understand that. Like, understand that. Be comfortable with that shit, because I'm comfortable with that shit, and I'm not going to change how I feel about people. Like, about that shit. Because again, I got a whole world that, not even just a whole world, like, I have multiple planets that I'm going to have to deal, like, to teach these things to.
Like actual planets, like more than one planet. Like this isn't something I got to do on Earth. Like this is something I got to do on multiple planets, bro. Like no, not everybody's coming along. Like chill, bro. Like not everybody's coming along. I'm not finna do that. Like no. But it's Isaiah Raw. That's all I got to say. And peace out, man. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you enjoyed it. You feel me? Now you know a little bit more about me when it comes to just how I think and where it is I'm at right now mentally. Like I'm preparing for bigger things, and I keep reminding myself that softness is key. And now I'm understanding why softness is key, because it's heaven. And within heaven, it's like everything can be resolved. Everything can be resolved. And yeah, it's Isaiah Raw. Peace out.